Greetings, Coalition partners. Presenting from my office floor, I bring to you the instruction video for the BullEx fire extinguisher training system. I'm going to provide a brief demonstration on the system's components, an overview on how to display and set up your system, and a quick guide on how to train staff members using that system. So ignore my face, grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and learn how to use one of the best systems ever for teaching staff members the race and pass techniques used to extinguish a fire. So to begin, you're going to have 4 components to contend with. Your first component is going to be the triangle base station. This is the base station for your race tower, which is in this case. You will want your base station to lay flat on the floor with this end up. The race tower is going to fasten to this pin and is to be secured using the locking clip at the bottom. So you are going to want about 5 to 6 feet of an area to set up your system, and I'm going to set mine up right behind me. So I'm going to lay the triangle base station down on the floor for now and just pop that out of the way. So the next item that we will look over is going to be our race station tower. And again, please excuse the quality. Your race station tower is actually on a wheeled case. So you can see it kind of wheels around pretty easily. It has an end handle here that makes that pretty easy. Okay, so we're wheeling this case around. I'm going to turn it around for you so that you can see the locking mechanisms for the case. So these cases, none of them are locked, but I will show you how to open each individual latch. So for your race station tower, there's a little tab up underneath each clip that you have to press up on, and then that releases your clip. So there are 3 of these for this particular piece. So we're going to go ahead and open all 3. And inside the case houses our race station tower. I have attached a picture for you here so that you can see the visual on how the race station tower gets put back in its case. But for now, we're going to take it out and set it up. There's a handle on the inside that helps you just kind of pull this up, and then this handle is for transport and carrying it to where you need it. So I'm going to close the case and set that out of the way for now. So we'll briefly discuss the race station tower and what is on it. This will be at the top end when it's set up, but you have a smoke detector. You also have a green and a red indicator light that tells you when the system is on. This will be the bottom of your tower, but this little connector here is where your charging cord is going to go. And this is the cutout that fits over that locking pin that I showed you on the triangle base. So if we flip this up, you're going to see that your race station comes with a phone. This phone comes with a secured fastener. You just undo that to operate your phone. The phone does let you dial 911 and does give you a pre-canned message for staff members to hear when they dial 911. And obviously it's not attached to any phone line, so you're really not calling 911. Then we will turn it on the other side for you to see that this is upside down, but when it's upright, you will notice that everything will be the way it's supposed to be. But this is where our fire extinguisher is going to hang from this clip. And this is your pull station, which I will show you the operation of that once we have it set up. Okay, so we're going to begin setting up the race station. In order to do that, the tower part, we are going to want to make sure that our cutout end is going on the base. So I have my base here, and I'm just going to slide my base onto the locking bar, and then you just give it a little slide forward, and as long as the clip's not in the way, generally goes pretty smooth. Okay, so it's in and it's not going anywhere, but it does have a locking clip at the bottom. You're going to want to make sure that that is secured. So for the next part, I'm going to turn the camera up a little bit for y'all to see how this actually opens up. You want to make sure you have room when you open it up, because this arm does swing out. So this part here just pries out and gets pushed back in. There's no mechanism that locks the expanding arm, so you just want to push it out with your fingers, and you actually want to put it all the way up. And then you'll notice there's a second locking clip which you will want to lock to secure the upper part of your tower. And I'm going back to the case. It comes with a power cord that is labeled race station. You're going to plug this into the bottom where I showed you of your race station tower and plug this into your outlet. Okay, so my race station is plugged in. So I'm going to slide it back a little bit so that it's out of our way. Alright, so the next component that I'm going to cover is going to be your 5-pound fire extinguisher, which comes in this carrying case. And as with the race station tower, we'll show you how to open the case. So this one you just pull up on both of the clips. That unlocks it and opens. Inside the case for the fire extinguisher, you're going to find your instruction booklets. Teach you how to operate the fire simulation panel and the race station tower. You should read over those before you operate the system. The fire extinguisher also comes with its own charger and charging cord. The only time you need to charge your fire extinguisher is when you're actually using the system training your staff. Once it's charged, it does not need to be kept on the charger. And you can easily tell if it has a charge. There is a black button up here that when pressed will turn on a green light. As long as that green light is on, you know that this is ready for operation. Okay? But if you did need to plug it in during and in between staff members using it, you will just plug it into the base, and then this will get plugged into your standard wall outlet. So since my fire extinguisher is charged, I am not going to plug it in right now. I'm just going to leave the charger in the case. So we're going to go ahead and hang this where it will go on our race station. The clip for doing so is right here. You see, this is the part that will hang on here. Inside here, your case are pull tabs. These go around the pin so that you know when somebody has pulled it. I didn't want to waste a bunch of them, so I just affixed one to the actual pin itself so that your people can see that there is one on there, but they don't break it every time they pull the pin. If you would like for your staff members to feel how tough it is sometimes to pull these plastic things, go ahead and feel free to use them to show your staff members. Also inside with the fire extinguisher, I am keeping the remote control for the simulation panel. I just feel it's better protected in the foam case. So I'm going to lay that off to the side for now. We will need that later. So I just lay mine at the base of the race tower. So that covers the contents of the fire extinguisher box. So the last item then that we have is the really huge fire simulation panel. So it is on wheels and it is fairly movable. So it shouldn't be too hard for you to maneuver it around, but if you do have to carry it, it's probably going to take 2 people, unless you're a big burly guy. So I'm going to attempt to break out the big case for you. Okay, and this is our fire simulation panel. And as you see, it is on wheels, so you can easily maneuver it around as long as you have a flat, hard surface to do so. I'm actually going to turn it around so you can see the locking clips. Okay, so this particular case has 4 locking clips. You lift up on the butterfly tab. You are going to turn it counterclockwise until it releases, and then you can just pull that down. So you're going to have 4 of those to do. So I'll go ahead and do those. And then we can go ahead and open up our fire simulation panel case. This lid is very convenient that it stays open and doesn't shut on you. Inside this case, you will see the fire simulation panel. It does give you a handle to easily pull this panel out of its case. Be very wary of the front of the panel. It's not real sturdy and probably the most delicate part. So I need to show you that on the bottom of your fire simulation panel there are feet that need to be extended to give it stability while it's standing up. They just simply slide out from underneath and will be in the parallel position when inserted correctly. Once your feet are standing, then it's okay to go ahead and get your panel out. The fire simulation panel also comes with its own charging cord. The end of this one has a locking nut so that once you put it in its connector, you'll want to just fasten this to make sure that it doesn't get pulled apart. So I'm going to go ahead and put my connector into the back of the machine. And just move this case. And show you real quick. The connector. So again, it just goes inside the terminal, and then you turn this clockwise to tighten it. That keeps your cord from pulling free. And then this end will just go into your regular wall outlet. Okay, and everything should start turning on. As you will see, I have a light coming on here, and when it's ready, the screen will actually light up and let us know that it's ready. So that is the setup for your system, and obviously to take it down, you would just do the opposite of everything that you did to start it up. So I'll give you a brief demonstration now on how to train your staff using the system. That will start out with your race station. Hopefully you can all see that. So if someone knows there's a fire, the first thing that they're going to want to do is pull the pull station. When the pull station is activated, it usually sets off your fire alarm system. Some systems alert 911 automatically. If you need to call 911, this is where you would simulate that. You pick up the phone. As you see, it lights up. You can dial 911. I don't know if you can hear that, but they just said 911. What is the location of your emergency? So we've pulled our pull station. We've had someone call 911, or we've called them ourselves. Now it's time to extinguish our fire. So let's get us a little fire going by pressing the start button on our system. It is set for a Class A fire. You can change that, I believe. I have not really messed with this much. You can make it flare up if you'd like it to get bigger. You can make the difficulty harder. And then we don't have the smoke machine, but if we did, you could make it smoke too. Okay, so back to how we're going to put this fire out. So we have pulled the pull station. We have called 911. We're going to grab our fire extinguisher. We're going to make sure that it is in the green and that it is full, ready for us to go. For us, that means pushing the button, making sure that it's charged. Pull out your nozzle. You are going to pull the pin. Aim at the base of your fire, Squeeze your trigger and sweep side to side. At the base of the fire until your fire is extinguished, and it gives you a time. And that is the operation of the system. I would love to answer your questions, but since this is a video, I can't. Enjoy your system, and if you do have questions, please don't hesitate to call. I'm always available to help you out. Have a great day, folks. Enjoy the system. Thank you.